Previously on Dungeon Tales.
The Rockseeker brothers, Gundren, Thardrin, and Nundro, recently located an entrance to the Lost Long Wave Echo Cave, site of the mines of the Fendelvir's Pact. Cragmaw Castle is where they took the map for Wave Echo Cave. I have no idea where that is. Well, I heard there's this rumor floating about this dwarf who he found this special entrance to the Fandelier mine. No one's been in there in a couple decades now. And, last I heard there's the Cragmaw's Castle. It's...
You know where that's at?
Oh, everyone knows where that's at.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got to sacrifice a maiden there every once in a while.
Interesting. So you could give us directions. Like, do we have a map or like a napkin or something?
Yeah, I can draw it on a napkin for you.
That would be great.
Alright, so you leave the napkin. Thank you. So you leave the inn, and then you go past through the village, and you go up about, let's say, 10 miles, and it should be on your right. And as all this is happening, you guys don't realize the vines encroaching upon you as they drag you away, causing it so magically all of you guys hit your head and go into a deep slumber, not knowing what's going to happen next. Welcome to Dungeon Tales. I'm Chris, your DM. Before we get started, we're going to do a quick round of introductions.
My name is Tyler, and I play Phillip Butzlayer Jr.
My name is Chaz, and I play Steve Erickson.
My name is Gabie, and I play Dakaria.
So one thing I'll be doing this week is thank you for all donations so far. Luckily, I did not announce this before, but if you do any donations or help support the show in any way, I'll do my best to incorporate you into the show as a character, as a side character, or just someone that's in the background. But anyways, let's carry on with this episode. So, you guys remember where we left off, correct?
Yes.
Good. So first thing I want you guys to do is a perception check.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
I got a nat 20, which turned into a 21.
For perception?
For perception, yeah.
Why?
Because I'm very good at perceiving when vines have pulled me into the forest,
I
apparently.
got a 5.
Okay, so you guys both got 5s. So Dakaria and Phillip don't notice anything because they're too busy looking ahead. Steve was smart enough to look behind him to see this hulking figure, which is full of vines. It looks like this monstrous beast that's just covered in plants.
It looks kind of like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the swamp bender when he bends the vines.
Yeah,
It's
it
kind
looks
of like that.
It looks
Very
like Swamp
similar.
Thing.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
So now I want all of you guys to roll initiative.
17.
13.
13.
Okay, so Phillip starts.
Wait. Oh, because we're being pulled by vines.
Yeah, you guys are being pulled by vines, and you're dragging closer and closer into this thing. Also, I mentioned that you notice there are some skulls that are already embedded into this thing.
All right,
Okay.
Phillip. There's a big Swamp Thing-like monster that's pulling us. I don't think we should get into that thing. I see skulls already, man.
Okay, so I take my short sword, and wait, it's like it's behind me, and the vines are pulling.
It's dragging you across the ground from your ankle.
Okay, so I take my short sword, and I chop at the vine like behind me.
Okay. So roll for hit.
21.
Great. You successfully cut the vine off of your ankle. Alright, so now it is Steve's turn.
All right. So I think I'm just going to use my D20 for this.
Alright.
So that is a 12.
And then what's your plus to hit?
My plus
Wait,
to
what
hit.
action are you doing?
Oh, yeah, I probably should say that. I'm using my great sword
Okay.
to chop the vine off my foot, yeah?
Okay.
And,
That's pretty good.
yeah, so it's plus 4, so it's 16.
Good. So you also successfully chop off the vine from your foot.
Great.
Oh, God. Pressure's on. Okay, so I'm going to do... I want to try my ice knife.
Okay.
I get. Wait, there's an animal. Oh, can I do it at the animal?
You mean the big vine creature? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's an animal.
It is, right?
You animal.
It's probably more vegetable, but you know.
Okay.
Well, I can eat it since I'm a
14 to
vegetarian.
So, unfortunately, that does not hit.
Aw, so sad.
So
No, wait, this one does hit.
because it's also explodes. Remember,
Oh, right.
it explodes in an icy mass of death.
Right.
Whoa.
Alright, so in that case...
We-
Oops, I did the wrong thing. In that case, you should roll for damage.
I should roll for damage.
Mm-hmm. For the explosion of the cold thing.
Okay.
And do we have to do a saving throw, or no?
No. It is directed at the thing, and not you guys.
Okay.
It's a 7.
Alright, so it takes some damage, but it doesn't seem to do a whole lot.
Okay.
Is she still being dragged in?
She is still being dragged, so
Oh.
you move another, 5 feet closer.
Okay.
So now it is his turn. Okay. And he goes for another swing of his vines at Philip. But he misses.
Oh, yeah, I dodged.
And it's now Philip's turn.
Swamp Thing's vine attack missed. I
Um,
meant to say vine whip. Fail.
so Dakaria is 5 feet away from me.
Yep.
Okay, I take my short sword and I chop the vine, pulling Dakaria.
Alright, roll.
19.
Good, you succeed in chopping off the vine and she's no longer being dragged.
Yay!
Alright, Steve, it's your turn.
Okay, so I don't really want to get close to this thing, so I think I'm going to use my crossbow because that's my go-to. All right.
Alright.
Okay, so that was a 13 plus 4, so 17.
Alright, that hits.
Okay, roll for damage. That's 3 damage.
That's 3 damage. Wow. It's, still going. It doesn't seem to have taken a whole lot of damage.
Okay.
Alright, so now it is Jakaria's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try my crossbow at the animal thing.
Sure.
Damn, just 10.
Okay. It does not hit. It misses.
Sorry.
It's okay. So now it is this giant plant's turn again. Alright, so he goes for hitting at Steve this time. And he does... Let's see. He does 8 points of damage
Wait, to who?
to Steve. And then he also goes for another attack after he succeeded. But he misses with that one. Now, Steve, since you were hit, I need you to roll a d20 for me.
16.
Alright, you succeed in not being grappled again.
Ha!
So now it is Philip's turn.
I throw my javelin at the plant monster.
Okay.
22.
Good. Roll for damage.
6.
Alright, so it goes into this plant monster. And you notice that it reacts sort of angrily, but there's no sound. It's just sort of like a shaking of vines. So now it is Steve's turn again.
You know what? I'm going to do something a little ingenious. So I take out my torch and I
That's smart.
decide that I'm going to get as close as I can without confidently not getting grabbed up by this monster and throw this torch at the monster.
Alright, roll a d20.
It was a crit fail.
So you see that the monster catches the torch and puts out the flame with its vine and drops it and puts it away.
Oh, that's a boss move.
So now it's Vicaria's turn.
Okay, I'm
you just
gonna
throw
use...
the torches.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna use poison spray
Okay.
at the creature.
Yep, so then roll
Wait.
for damage. I have to do a see if he is.
I feel
he has to do a Constitution save.
I feel like this thing would be immune to
It's
poison.
just a 2.
So unfortunately, he also succeeded in the Constitution save, so it wouldn't have done any damage to him.
Okay.
So now it is the monster's turn again.
I'm not a monster, Chris.
Alright. Good. So he went to attack 2 of you again, but he missed.
Which 2 did you
Describe it to us.
Alright, so he takes his vines and he whips it at Phillip, and Phillip dodges out of the way. And then he whips it at Dakaria, and Dakaria tucks out of the way. And the vine monster's just disappointed because it just did something really cool with the torch and could not follow through. So now it's Phillip's turn.
Okay. So, can I do like a thing and then an attack in a turn?
What do you mean?
Like I want to do a thing that's not an attack. Okay, what I want to do is I want to light a torch.
You can light it.
And I want to attack.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so I light a torch.
You succeed in lighting a torch. You don't have to roll for that.
Awesome. I was worried about it.
Oh my god.
I dropped my lighter!
And then I take an arrow out of my quiver.
Okay.
And I light the arrow on fire.
Okay.
And then I shoot the arrow at the vine monster.
So roll for hit.
18.
18. Okay, good. So then roll for damage. And then since you put flames on your
6.
6. Okay, good. Then add 2.
8.
Alright, good. So you see it takes some damage, but it still doesn't seem to be lessening in any way. It's still coming at you guys with full strength.
Ooh.
Why?
So
Not
now
good.
it is Steve's turn.
Steve, do something.
Oh, also the flame went out after it stabbed him.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I was hoping we could set them all on fire.
Well, you can try.
Okay. I'm gonna take out another torch. Right? And I'm now going to try and like stab this torch into him to like get a fire going. Alright?
Okay.
And that was a 4.
Good. So you stab a torch into the monster, and it goes out from all the muck that's within this beast. And you notice that it just isn't affecting him.
You know, I think fire might not be his weakness, guys.
Oh, I wanted to do a fire thing since you guys are doing fire.
Do your magic missiles.
You can... Yeah, magic missile might be a good idea. But, you can do what you want.
Well, I want to do a fire first because
Go
you
for
guys
it.
tried to
Okay,
do fire. And
Your firebolt?
yeah, I'm going to do a firebolt.
Good. So roll for hit. Alright, that
16?
hits at 16. Yep. Then roll for damage.
3.
Alright, so you see that it barely does anything.
Yeah.
It just, even with the 3 damage, it barely did anything to him whatsoever.
Okay.
It hits him and then it just dissipates.
I think this guy might be a little outclassed for us, guys.
Also, you guys notice that there's clouds coming your way and there is rain starting.
In the middle of the battle. Hey, look at this!
That's right. That one looks like a pony!
Man, there's rain starting.
It's also thundering.
He wants to kill us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, also it's his turn now.
But
So he goes and he attacks Steve. And he does. Oof. He does 10 damage.
Now, question for you, as I'm getting so close to not surviving again. We didn't heal
Yeah.
since the last time, right?
That's not a question.
Okay. The question is,
well, we
Did
started
we-
at full potential.
I didn't start
No,
at full.
We
you guys
started with
can-
11.
You guys
points.
continued where you left off. You're the
We're
only one
in
with
a
full
battle.
health.
Oh.
Everyone else is dying.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, Tyler, can you cure my wounds? Or I should say, I should call you your character's name. Hey, Phillip, can you cure my wounds?
Oh, yeah. I have cure
Also,
wounds.
did you roll a d20?
Whoa, cool. I forgot about that.
13.
Also, whoa, if he's an
Alright,
animal, I could
then-
speak with him.
Since it is a saving throw.
Why is
can-
it? He's still okay.
Well, he just got hit. And the thing is, I want you to do... what's your dexterity modifier?
Are you still conscious, though?
He has
Oh, yeah,
two.
I'm still conscious.
No, I know. He's not dead. This is for something of the monster's abilities.
So my dexterity modifier, like for
For saving throws?
is +2.
Alright, so you don't get grappled this time.
Yeah. That's right, monster.
Yeah. So now it is the monster's turn still. Okay, and this time he aims for Dakaria.
Okay.
And he goes for a slamming with his vine. And he goes to hit you out the way. And he does 4 damage.
Okay, fine.
Then I also need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. Yes, that's fine.
Okay, hold on. Dexterity?
Yep. Alright, you are not grappled this time. His vines just slip from you for some reason.
Because she rolled 22.
Yeah.
You have to
Because
say
I rolled
the
22.
roll.
It's true. So now, Philip, it's your turn.
Okay, I cast Cure Wounds on Steve Erickson's body.
Okay.
Not my soul. My soul still has emotional damage and spiritual damage.
10.
So you do the max that you could cure him
Heal
for.
10.
He gets
You're welcome,
10.
Steve.
Oh man,
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like that last hit didn't occur whatsoever.
So now it's Steve's turn.
Better do something good now.
All right. So
So you're at 12 now?
I'm now at 12. Yep. All right. So I'm deciding what I shall do. My fire options didn't look like they worked. I sort of want to do another check here. See.
Okay.
What kind of check?
Well,
What for?
I'm trying to get. What would be an appropriate check to
Perception.
try to perceive what this guy's weakness is?
Well, let's see. You could do perception, but I believe there's another one. If you go under skills.
Like investigation,
Yeah. Investigation.
survival.
Let's go with perception or investigation.
Okay. So I'll do an investigation check. And it was a 14.
Okay, so you notice that fire doesn't seem to do much to him, and that the ice doesn't seem to do much to him. And you don't...
I noticed that already, yeah.
Yeah. You notice
Finding out
that
so much.
as you're looking at the monster continuing the battle, you realize that it's not affecting him the way you thought they would. It seems to be doing little to no damage.
Huh. So maybe we should do the opposite of what we think we should.
Okay.
What?
I don't know what that means
What
yet.
the fuck does that mean, Steve?
Well, I'm just saying fire and ice usually kills plants. But this guy doesn't get affected by
So
either.
water.
Let's make this motherfucker grow, man.
Spray pesticides on him.
Is there any water nearby?
The rain.
Oh.
That's
It is
right.
raining. I mean, it's approaching.
It just started to rain.
It's
Well,
starting to rain, and it's
does it
also,
hit him yet?
It's thundering. Yes, the water hits him.
Does it affect him?
It just bounces off his body like a normal thing.
Okay, so
I have
here's my
thunder.
new tactic. Is I'm going to throw my javelin to pierce into him.
He has a javelin in him.
He does. He already has a javelin in him because of Philip. But you can throw another one.
Yep. That's 16 to hit
Okay, roll for damage.
and 6 damage.
Alright, so he still seems to be doing okay. He's waning, but he's not, like he's lessening in health. But he's not, like, looks like he's weakening whatsoever.
Well, that's fine. I'm basically my plan is just to get enough metal into him so lightning will strike him.
Okay.
Wait,
Carry
are the javelins metal?
yes.
Or at least part of it is.
Well, the spearhead, right?
Yeah.
Is metal.
Mhm.
But the
Okay.
shaft is wood.
So you want to do
I want to try my magic missile.
magic missile? Okay, so you just roll for damage for that one.
3.
Alright, so let's see, that's 3 missiles, right?
3 missiles.
9.
So that's 9 damage. It hits him directly, and, it can't really speak, so you just hear the vines are upset.
I hear the vines are upset.
It shakes in anger.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if the listeners could hear that, but
He just shook the plant that we have in the room here, and It sounds like a rustling noise. So I don't know how. I guess the wind hurts plants, apparently, according to Chris here.
Not the wind.
Because it sounds the same.
It doesn't hurt it, but it makes him angry.
Yeah, that's his angry noises.
So did he take damage?
Yeah, he took 9 damage.
Good.
But one thing you notice is that he does not seem to be weak.
Wait. We don't know it's a he.
Sorry. It's not seeming to be weakening. Alright, so it is now the monster's turn. Okay, so he goes for another hit, but he misses, and he goes for a second one, and he also misses.
Okay.
And then I want to roll a check here. Okay. You hear thundering booming above you, and suddenly you see lightning strikes this beast down.
Woo!
But you see the beast seems to be getting stronger. And
Oh.
it's getting...
Oh no, it's like Thor.
Get the javelins out of him, quick!
And you notice he seems to be getting healthier. And he just looks like all the damage you've done so far has barely done anything.
You like more green tea, guys. He's healthier now.
Alright, now it's Philip's turn.
Shit. What should I do?
How to solve this puzzle?
I have a question.
Okay.
How far is this person, the creature?
The creature, it's at this point, let's see, so to put the layout, you have the creature,
Mm-hmm.
you have Steve, which is about 5 feet in front of it,
Okay.
you have Philip, who's about 30 feet behind that, and then you have you, who's about 15 feet from it.
Okay. But he's 5 feet.
He is 5 feet, yeah.
Okay.
He's too close.
He is close.
I mean, if it means putting the creature asleep, I'm willing to go to sleep also.
Well, you both will stay asleep for the same amount of time.
Well, you guys can figure out how to kill it while it's sleeping.
You have a sleep spell?
But it only lasts like a very little time.
But also, if you look at... Oh, don't hit that. One thing about the sleep spell is this spell spends creature into a magical slumber, roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of the creature the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of you point you to a chode. Okay, you can try it if you wish. But
I mean, I don't even have to try it. I press it. It doesn't...
well, do you want to cast it?
Well, it's not my turn. But also, I don't, like...
What you do is you'd roll 5d8. And depending on what the total is that's the HP. And if the creature has more than that, it doesn't affect it. If it has less than that, it would affect it. So in this case, Steve, he only has 12 HP. And so say you rolled 37, right? It would affect him with his 12 HP, so he'd be asleep. And you'd have 25 more HP to affect other creatures.
I don't want to affect him.
I understand.
Well, yeah, like, I'm saying I'm willing to go to sleep if you can also take out the monster so he's not attacking us.
Right. Okay.
But anyways, it's Philip's turn.
I shoot my longbow.
Okay. Roll for hit.
I don't know what else to do. I'm at a loss. 21.
Okay, roll for damage.
7.
Okay. So he hits and you hear more shaking.
So he's angry.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, worst case...
Did he take damage? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
he took
took
7
7
damage.
damage.
Oh, I get it. That's what it means. Okay.
That's what damage rolls mean, yeah.
I get it.
Alright, so now it's Steve's turn.
Okay.
Also, how much HP do you have, Philip?
11.
Cool.
I haven't been hit.
Excellent.
Alright, so I'm going to
So
use my great sword.
Cool.
I'm just going to try and chop this thing in half.
Do it.
Okay.
How big is it?
It's
Like, how
about...
tall is it?
I'd say it's about 8 feet tall. And it's
Damn.
about 4 feet wide. And it looks like... kind of like a giant moose, but made out of vines.
Interesting. Well, that was a 15
Okay. Was that with the plus?
with the plus, yeah.
Alright, unfortunately that you barely graze it and it doesn't do anything.
Jeez.
So now it is Jakaria's turn.
I'm going to try my sleeping
Okay.
spell.
So what you need to do
Don't laugh.
It's just that funny how you said, I'm gonna try my sleeping. Like, you just go to sleep.
So what you do...
Do a dream and see if I can figure this out in the morning.
I believe it is
This
one.
is a D8.
And you want... Well, hold on. You want to roll 5 of them. So then you hit roll.
5?
Yep.
5d8.
So you
Or
have...
1d45.
So this would affect something with 25 HP or lower.
Okay.
Isn't that everyone?
No, it's not the monster.
How
Right.
much HP does he have?
I can't tell
No,
you.
wait. HP is hit points, and
Right.
he's taken so much damage.
But then he got healed by the lightning.
Yeah.
I don't like
Oh
it.
no, he's like Iron Man. Thor doesn't get healed by lightning.
Yes, so
But that one time...
you cast sleep.
And then they fall asleep?
No,
I don't.
he's far behind you. So I want Steve to roll a...
A saving throw.
Yeah, I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
See if
Or
I'm.
actually, is it wisdom? Let
Why
me
would
double
he
check.
have to be wise to not fall asleep?
It's the secret.
I can't fall asleep, I'm so
So
wise.
it still
Actually,
has 25
There
points?
is no saving throw for you to roll. So, you...
So I'm just asleep.
Yeah, so Steve is now asleep.
For
and-
only a minute.
Yeah, but
Then-
each round is 6 seconds, so that's 10 rounds.
Oh, Steve.
But the monster
Can I
is
take it
also
back?
asleep for 10.
No,
No.
the monsters is not asleep.
Aw, god
Dude.
damn it!
That's what I was fighting about.
So
Apparently
the
it has more
monster-
than
So now
25.
we just lost a fighter.
Now the monster shakes and laughs. The monster...
Now, here's another question I have. Now that I'm sleeping, does this count as a short rest?
No, it's magical slumber. It's like you've been drugged.
Yeah,
So it doesn't heal you.
I figured.
Okay, I have a question also.
Yeah.
Can he be attacked while he is sleeping?
Yes.
Yep.
Damn it!
Alright, so now it's the monster's turn.
So,
And he also gets advantage against Steve now since he can't move.
hold on. I'm just going to describe. Here I am, facing this beast, and I just grazed him with my sword, and I go, I'm going to attack you again, you motherfucker. And then, I just feel so sleepy all of a sudden. And then I go dark, and I don't see anything more.
Okay, so now
I'm
you're
just taking a
asleep.
nap right here.
And the monster goes and slams you with some vines. And he does...
Right slam.
Good. He does 10 damage to you
While he's sleeping?
while he's sleeping. And then he goes for another hit.
Shit, dude, you only got 2 health left.
And he does 10 more damage.
Oh
No!
Dude, you're -8.
Now, it just goes to 0. But,
Yeah, but I do math.
now I am actually unconscious.
Good. So,
Okay, so I have a question.
sure.
Can my healing spell work on him while he's unconscious, or does it only work if he's conscious?
I
I
think,
believe it does.
yeah, it should be able to.
I didn't see if it's
But before you do that,
specified.
I'm going to say
I just
something.
wanted to know. I'm not
You-
gonna-
I'm not gonna do it. I just wanted to know. Can I bring it back to life or no?
It says I have to touch him. It doesn't specify if he has to be conscious or not.
Fair enough.
Oh, here it is. Oh no, that's a different one.
It doesn't say anything about unconscious.
I misread.
It says
Okay.
undead. It has no effect on the undead.
Alright, what's your question?
No,
You-
nothing.
Okay.
Well, you're not dead, so, you
So
are
in his
undead.
perception check, we didn't find out any weakness, right? Like anything that scared it.
No, only what it's resistant to.
You just told us what we already knew.
It's true. So, you guys ready to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
I guess so.
So suddenly you see this figure jump out from the trees, and you see this man who's sort of dressed like a dapper gentleman with a white suit, a white vest, a red tie, with dark skin and glasses.
Is it Lucifer?
It's not Lucifer. But you notice that he
It's
has...
Beelzebub.
No, not Beelzebub either. You notice that he has music with him. He has this drum which he plays. And he
The
suddenly...
beast likes music.
Yes. And
Okay.
Does anyone have
Wait,
any
does he like
instruments?
music?
Sure.
Wait, he does?
Well, hold on.
Get
And
on with it, Chris.
let me... I'm pulling up the spell, okay? Smartass.
Alright,
The guy's a bard.
that's right. He's a bard.
Cool. Bards are cool, man.
And you suddenly notice that... 1 second.
What do we notice?
So you notice that you all suddenly feel invigorated, feeling as if you have been brought back anew. And let's see, you heal for 4 HP, you heal for 5 HP, and Steve heals for 14 HP.
Ooh.
Damn.
And it is now Philip's turn.
I feel alive! I've just woken from this slumber. What was that furious beating drum sound?
Wait, I have a question.
Sure.
Did it affect the creature?
No, it did not. The creature wasn't helped by the healing whatsoever.
So, but did the music affect him at all?
No, it wasn't directed to him.
It was healing magic.
Oh, okay.
It was the sound of the drums. They went... But a little better than that. And then, we all felt invigorated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So now it is Philip's turn.
Do I realize that the stranger is a bard that cast healing magic on me?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else you want to do for your turn? Or?
Yes, I want to do something.
Okay, do it.
Okay, so, wait, it's us, me and Dakaria, and then Steve is, sleeping.
No, he's up
Well,
now.
he's awake.
I am
Oh,
now
he's
awake.
now?
I just woke up. Did
He
you...
died first, so that technically woke him up. And then he got healed, so now he's no longer sleeping.
I was sleeping, but then I died.
Well, I didn't die. I went even further into unconsciousness. And then I felt so alive and awake. Just the sounds of the furious beating of those drums, man.
You just like music so much. You
Yeah.
came back into life.
That was my goddamn jam.
So it's like us, Eden the monster, Eden on the other side of the monster is the bard.
Well, he just jumped in between. You have the monster. He jumped in between you guys and the monster.
Okay, so it's like we're facing the monster, and on the right side is like a wooded area, and he jumps out of that wooded area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So anyways, what do you want to do?
so I say, kind stranger, thank you for healing us. Do you know how to slay this beast?
Well, all I can tell you is that it's best if you start running. Because this beast
we
is...
can run.
This beast is hard to kill unless you know supreme magic.
Supreme magic? Is that something they taught you in school to carry?
I don't think so.
Fair enough. But yes, I suggest you run. Follow me if you want to live. And
Wait,
he trips as he's running.
No!
I have another question first. Though.
Before he runs.
Was the speaking to him? Is that my turn?
No, you can do an action.
Okay, so I run away.
I want you to roll.
What do I roll?
A d20.
8.
Okay. So, you run, but you don't go too far because you notice he tripped and you're like, I was supposed to follow him?
So you trip too?
You don't trip.
I don't trip, I just stop.
You just stop. You don't help him up either.
How far away did I get?
You got, right next to him. So,
I thought he was closer to the monster than I was, so I
Yeah.
ran the wrong way.
You ran towards him.
I wanted to run the other way.
You felt like you should go help him, but you didn't.
Okay.
So now it is Steve's turn.
Okay, so I run, help the stranger up, and I get us the hell out of there.
So roll a d20.
All of us? Including me.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
17.
Alright, so Steve succeeds in helping the stranger up and they start running. Dakaria, I want you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Just that one, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Or you can roll the die that Chaz has.
No, I want to do mine.
Okay.
Tell me which one.
Top one.
Then hit
You
roll.
gotta hit roll.
Oh my god, it's a 6.
It's a 6, people. It's a 6.
It's a 6!
It's a 6!
Alright, so enough drama going on. You do not succeed in escaping, so you...
Does she trip?
She does not trip, no.
Gabie just flicked off the DM.
She did. So, you see Phillip and Dakaria go for running, but the monster sort of cuts you guys off, making it so that Steve and this mysterious bard can go in this other direction, and you guys can't follow.
Okay,
wait,
well,
she-
at
she
least we're
cut him
together.
off too?
Don't abandon me. I killed Clark for you guys.
So,
Well, I'm
yes,
still stuck.
you're stuck with Phillip,
Okay.
and there's...
Uh-oh.
It's better than being stuck alone.
No, that's right. There's this giant vine in between you and Steve and this random gentleman. And it is now the monster's turn.
Wait, does the gentleman get a turn?
He went earlier.
Oh.
He
That's when he
Alright,
healed
tripped.
us.
Okay, okay,
He healed
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
and then he tripped.
okay.
Did he get his suit dirty?
Yes, it's no longer like pristine white, but then you see he dusts himself off and then magically just goes back to blue.
It's like
form.
just a 1-2 pat also, and it all falls off.
He does a little cleaning spell.
Actually, it's magical. Well, we'll go into it. But yes. But his tie's still dirty for some reason.
Different fabric.
Yeah. So the monster goes to attack after he's laid his arm in between you guys. He goes to sweep your feet, but you guys miraculously jump over it.
Ooh, nice.
Like a wipeout.
Yeah. So now it is Philip's turn.
So wait, if you try to sweep us with the vine,
You
Wait,
guys are
did
then
I
we're
go?
free now.
I never had. Oh wait, was
It's
my turn? The
trying
whole
to
trying to
escape.
run.
Now it's your turn.
Damn.
So
okay.
the vine's not between all of us now.
No, you guys are now on the
Awesome,
same
remember.
side of the vine.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay,
Philip.
so I run.
Again.
Okay, good. So I want you guys to roll a stealth check for me.
All of us?
Stealth?
Yep, stealth.
Oh, interesting.
See how stealthy we are.
19.
Wait, a stealth check or a stealth skill?
That's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
It-
One is on one screen, the other one's on another.
It's not on mine.
No,
Why
it's,
did you do it?
I hit the wrong button.
I got a 9, people.
All right.
Dude, don't
I
worry.
also
I'll
got a
probably be
9
worse.
plus 10.
Okay,
And for you people who can do math, that is 19.
So what'd you get? Oh, you got a.
I got 9 plus 10.
So what'd you really get though? What'd you roll? 15.
No, 19 is right there.
Oh, you got a 15 plus
Spell
4.
check 19.
It's not working.
Yeah, 15 plus 4.
All right. So then just roll a d20 and then add that number they have next to your
Yeah.
scale.
I'm scared.
D20 plus your modifier. Or you can just tell me and I'll
So
do the math for
9,
you.
and then what'd
Because
you
I'm
get?
a math person.
Plus 3. All right. So you got a 12. So, and then I should probably roll for the gentleman also.
That would be a 9 plus 3.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
And so, everyone seems to avoid the monster's presence except for Steve.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you said everyone.
Steve.
Well, he
Then
wanted to
I
be
said
dramatic.
So then Steve is now. You guys run, and they don't. The monster doesn't notice you guys. You guys seem to duck behind some trees, and the monster's charging at Steve.
Okay, whose turn is it?
It is now
Steve's.
Philip's turn.
Well, didn't he run? And that wasn't
That
that
was
his turn?
No, you guys are all running the same direction.
Oh.
I didn't say run this turn. Okay, so what's happening with Steve? Like,
So
The animal's
one thing to know is
charging.
that this monster moves very slowly. So Steve is still pretty far ahead of him, but the monster is now going towards Steve with all of its might. It forgot about the others, or it just figured you guys were too hard to get.
okay, and we're in the woods now. So
You're in the
people can't,
woods.
like, see us.
No, but he's
So
just
we're like in
he's
the
knocking
woods,
over
and I look
trees.
around, and Steve's not there.
yeah. Steve is still running.
Steve is running.
Yep.
But he's still in the clearing. He's not in the woods yet.
No, the monster just locked its presence onto Steve. Like it notices Steve only at this point.
It's like a bull
I don't understand
going
what's
straight.
happening though. Is Steve in the woods?
Yes, but I can see it.
And we're in the woods too.
Yes, but you
like
guys
me
hid
and the
behind some
bard and
trees.
Dakaria.
Yes.
He hid behind trees apparently, and I didn't.
Yeah, he apparently didn't get the memo about you guys stealthily avoiding this thing.
Okay, well,
I just thought we were running.
I jump out from behind the tree and I wave my arms and say, "Over here, you ugly bastard!"
Okay.
Because I want to save you.
Roll a d20 for me.
Set a persuasion check. 8.
Alright, so the monster hears you, but it's still pissed at Steve. Because he killed it and it came back. And he's like, "You're supposed to stay dead!"
It was better on the computer.
It's too late.
It still heard you.
Okay.
But now it is Steve's turn.
But
Do you
it's still locked on Steve.
It's still locked on Steve. So
It
Steve,
just ignored me.
yeah. So you can keep running if you wish.
Okay. So, I'm going to do something. What am I going to do? Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep running, but as I am, I'm saying to the monster, "I am not Steve. I am not the one you're looking for. Please look elsewhere for your victims."
So keep in mind, this monster can't speak and he doesn't know your names. But he's just...
But he sees.
He kind of sees. He's just senses.
Okay.
You have infrared vision.
So then I don't do that. That was like a brief idea that Steve
So you
had,
wanna
and he went,
run, right?
that won't work.
You're running though.
I'm running.
So I want you to do a survival check for me.
I'm going to survive this. I will survive.
Don't trip.
That was 19.
Good.
job.
So you succeed in running, and you just keep running. And you happen to notice that there's this gorge right in front of you. Right?
Oh man.
How
It's like a
wide is
big-
it? Can he jump it?
Maybe.
How wide is it?
Can elves jump?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
They can
like,
jump
like
better
this
than
big,
man.
wide
Let's put it that
gap.
way.
And it's this
Okay.
big wide gap in which there's a very far.
So
bottom.
can chase you, and you can jump the gorge, and it will run and fall and die in the gorge,
Nice.
or just get stuck, or
Okay.
maybe just hesitate.
But I
and
don't think
look
it's
out
my
right
turn
further.
anymore at this point, right?
I mean,
Well, so I see the gorge. How wide is it?
let's say it's about 15 feet.
15 feet, like across to... Okay, let's see. Can I jump that?
You want to go
Yes.
rolling for a jump?
You can jump
I
down
want you
the
to
street
roll another survival check for me.
Okay.
to see if you survive the jump.
Let's see if I survive the jump. That's a 19.
Good. So you just barely make it there. You grab
Yes.
onto the top. The monster is. We're gonna do.
How deep is the gorge?
You can't tell how far it goes.
Really deep.
So the monster is going to try to do a dexterity saving throw, and he tries to succeed, but unfortunately for his size and his mass, he is not good enough at jumping. And so he jumps for you, and his vines reach for you, but it just barely misses, and he falls into the gorge, and you just
killed him!
hear
Woo!
the shaking.
Wow. Go
So we
team.
escaped, right?
Yes, you guys are fine, but Steve's on the other side of the gorge, nearly hanging on a cliff.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm
Yeah,
going to
but
pull
he
myself up.
survived,
It's
so-
true. You lived.
I survived!
Now, do we have to jump over that, or can he jump back to us?
I can't jump that far. I'm just a human ranger.
Well, actually, I think your dexterity is better than his, and you probably could.
Yeah, I guess 15 foot doesn't seem that far. I bet I could jump that in real
15.
life.
Really?
I don't know, maybe.
15 feet?
Maybe.
It's not like I'm jumping 15 foot tall. Like I'm sprinting at it and then jumping a gap that's 15
That's
foot.
like 2 of Chaz's.
Okay.
Chaz's.
Anyways,
You know, come on, I could jump that. I mean, it's
I
not-
can't.
I'm jumping, I'm like diving with a sprint, so you have that motion. Okay.
Okay.
It's just physics.
so unfortunately, because Steve was over ecstatic with his shouting, suddenly you hear groaning coming from
No.
behind you.
No.
Listen, we're done.
You're done with that thing, but Steve isn't.
Hey, where's
Steve
the
isn't?
bard?
Steve is standing. Well, he's near you guys.
Did I say
Cool.
Steve said that? That was Chaz.
It's too late. And because you were distracted, because you're just, survived,
He's just hanging out.
Yeah, you get attacked, and you take 6 damage by a claw mark into your back.
All right, hold
From
on.
what?
Let me just.
Whoa, there's another thing.
Oh my god, another thing. Let me just get this
Claws.
scene correctly here. So, I'm still hanging, or did I pull myself
you pulled
up?
yourself up. You screamed that you survived as you're looking across the gorge, and he's
Oh, so something. So I turned and looked, and then something behind me
attacked you.
attacked me. How much damage
Thing
did
with
I
the
take?
claw,
took 6
so like a
damage.
velociraptor, possibly.
I was thinking more like lion.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do me and Steve did we lose our javelins?
Yes.
Okay, so
When?
Because
Well,
we
got stuck
throw
in
them
the
at the
monster.
I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, you guys could go down the bottom of the gorge and
I
collect them.
figured we
Mm.
lost.
I have a javelin.
But
I have a javelin.
can I have it?
Can I give it to him?
Sure, that's your
Do you
stuff.
want it?
Yeah, I want it. I like
350.
javelins.
So do I have to like pretend like I don't have it now?
Sure.
I'm gonna want it back though. Are you gonna be able to give it back to me?
Why would I want to borrow a javelin?
Why don't you just borrow this javelin?
You should just get a new one if you want to use it and keep it.
No, and you just keep your javelin.
Yeah.
It's fun. But anyway, so right now Steve is being attacked, and you guys are
On the other side of the gorge.
on the other side of the gorge, and you haven't noticed yet.
We haven't noticed.
No.
He doesn't scream or anything.
Because I ran so far. And then I was
ran-
very manly about
I ran
accepting
so
the blow.
far away.
Anyways,
I just ran.
luckily
I ran
the bard
all night
notices, and he goes like,
and
"You guys,
day.
your friends are fucking dying over there, and you're just singing a
Friend.
song."
One friend.
I ran.
Okay. I don't know what he identifies as. Anyways, so what does Phillip and Dakaria do after the bard insists that you go help your friend?
Well, do we have to like initiative? Can
You
we
have
just
to
go?
run to the gorge.
Okay, well we run then.
So I run and jump the gorge and kill whatever attacked Steve.
All right, well,
With
anyways,
whatever means
So
necessary.
you guys are running there. Steve, it's now your turn.
Oh, okay, it's my turn.
Wait.
So
He's in the middle of a fight. You guys aren't.
I'm gonna turn around and see what the fuck this thing is, first of all.
So you just.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So my turn is running, right?
Your turn. You don't have one yet, actually.
You have to
I
get
thought
to
I
the
just had a
battlefield.
turn.
No, I just asked you guys.
Okay,
what you
well
wanted to
I'm
do.
running to the
Yeah.
gorge, right?
We
So
succeed
when
in
it comes
running.
around, it'll be my turn.
You guys haven't gotten there yet. Steve is about 80 feet in front of you guys, and you guys can only move about 60 feet a turn.
30.
Yeah,
But
Well,
that's
it's-
walking.
But you're running.
What's
That's
my
walking.
running speed?
60.
Just doubled?
Yeah.
Okay.
so you turn around and you notice this humanoid figure with an eye dangling out, with
Ew.
gray skin, and he has like sort of a row of hair that's gray and pieces of skin flaking off his head.
Oh no, a zombie dad!
And he just groans, "Let's play catch."
He's creepy.
Alright, you got a question?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So, Steve, what you do?
Okay, I'm gonna attack it with my greatsword.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
That was a 10.
Okay, roll for damage.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. Good to know.
And it's a 7.
Alright, so you cut your sword into this thing, and it's now cut in half. But, like,
Clean through.
Wait, I have a,
horizontally, clean through.
I
And
have
his
a
legs are still moving, and it's crawling towards you. So, yes, you have a question.
Yes. Why do you have 2 modifiers?
No.
Oh, no.
His thing rolls 2 dice.
Yeah, it's 2d6s, then plus 2,
Oh, okay.
then plus 4.
That's
Okay,
because
got it.
he's proficient in fighting with his greatsword.
Okay.
Okay, so this thing is now crawling towards me. Its legs are coming towards me.
Well, the legs are walking towards you, and then the top half's crawling towards you. You cut it in half.
So basically, I've made 2 targets now.
Throw it in the gorge.
Sure.
Yeah, probably what I'm gonna do next.
Now it is the zombie's turn. And
Which one?
it's the same thing. So the legs run towards you, but runs off the cliff and falls into the gorge.
Yes.
Bye-bye!
And then the other one still crawls towards you, but it's not close enough to attack.
Okay.
So now it's your turn again, as these two are still running towards the battlefield.
Okay. So now I pick him up, like, by his hands, and then I just throw him off into the gorge.
Alright, roll a d20.
You spin him around first.
Spin me right round, baby, right round.
Give him a good spin. It's a 14.
Okay, so you roll. Oh, sorry, you grab him and you spin him right off the cliff, and he goes down.
Bye-bye!
Yes. All right. And that's the end of the fight. Anyways, so yeah, you guys finally make it to the gorge, and you see that Steve's now okay. He looks a little bloody, but that's about it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm,
And the
nice.
bard is now behind you guys.
Hey, how are things on that side?
Can I go?
It's not turns.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say
I was
whatever.
waiting for like what?
No, we're not in battles. It's only in battles when we have
Yeah.
turns.
Oh, okay. So
You just threw a zombie off a cliff.
I finished that battle.
good job, Steve.
Well done.
We have to do we have turns when we're like walking around.
Yeah.
Or like going places.
We don't. That's not how it works.
Only in battle.
What about when we're making our way downtown?
That's only if you get into a fight.
Okay.
You know, when you're walking fast.
Faces are passing. Okay, so I yell back to Bar to go, hey,
Well, the
Sure.
bard's next to you guys.
I thought he was back there.
No, he's now next to you guys, and Steve just said, "How's it going on the other side?"
Okay, so
So we are in
I-
separate areas.
You guys are in separate
Okay.
areas,
he's on one side of the gorge and we're on the other.
so
So-
there's 3 of you, 1 of him.
Right.
Well, wait, no, there's one.
That's not
Yeah.
3 of you, 1 of him.
There's 3 Phillips.
No.
Alright, so you have Phillip, Dakaria, and this nameless bard that are all on one side
Wait,
of the gorge.
Bard's not his name?
No, that's his class. That's what he does. He plays music that has magic involved with it.
Okay.
Okay, so I turn towards the bar to go, hey, bud, what's your name?
He goes, "Sorry, I meant to introduce myself earlier. My name is Lester Verde. How are you doing?"
Go, I'm good. My name is Philip Butslayer Jr.
Interesting name. Were you
It's a
born as
family
Philip?
name. Yes, my father was named Philip Butslayer, so
I
that's
got
my
the
name
junior.
too,
Okay.
and with a junior on it.
Yeah,
Because-
Philip isn't a very common name in these parts.
Okay.
Your point is.
Anyways, do you want to meet up with your friend?
Well,
Well,
we're
yeah.
having a conversation. That would be rude for me to just leave.
No, yeah. Can
No,
you,
I
like,
mean-
send us over?
I mean, there's a bridge just over there.
Ah!
Oh, cool! I didn't see that. Thanks, Lester.
I'll meet you guys at the bridge.
Alright,
Cool.
so you guys walk to the
So,
bridge.
yeah, we walk to the bridge, and do we walk over the bridge?
Which
Do
way
you
do we
want
have
to?
to go?
Dakaria, do you want to go over the bridge?
Well, which way are we? Because we were headed that way, right? when
You
we
guys
ran?
don't know where exactly you are right now.
I'll go
Okay.
across the bridge to where Steve is.
So you guys are
Buddy.
now all back
I'm
together.
just, yeah.
So then Lester says, "Now I know you guys just had a very precarious encounter. I know it's not much, but I can offer you guys a place to stay for the night, so you guys can get back on your feet and then continue with whatever adventure you guys are on."
Yes, please.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I don't know. What if he's like gonna kidnap and murder?
Are you
well-
saying that aloud?
No, I'm like thinking it. I'm thinking it at you guys.
I can read your thoughts.
Oh.
Lester can read my
No, I'm
thoughts.
joking.
Oh.
Whoops, sorry. But anyways,
But I have such a bond with Dakaria and Steve that we share a mind.
that's great.
No, we can just we can kind of know what each other's thinking about looks and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we're buds.
Well, you know you said that out loud.
No, it was in my mind.
You know you whisper what's in your mind.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Okay, none
Wait,
of
I have
that
a
happened.
question.
And
What's your question?
My question is, how late is it?
It's
Is it dark?
It's
Is
still
it like-
storming.
Oh, it was raining?
Yeah, it's raining. It's been raining this whole time. Miraculously, Steve still made up that cliff.
It
Good
just made
slip.
everything I just did way more dramatic.
Yeah. But yeah, it's booming out.
Okay.
The sun has already set, and it looks to be getting closer and closer to morning hours.
Okay, man, that was a short day.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Killed orcs, you have the hag. And
okay, so since they want to go sleep in
A stranger's house.
cabin,
in the man's cabin.
I go with them. I don't voice any concerns, but I'm suspicious. of
He'll
it.
keep watch.
You want to roll an
I
insight
can
check?
keep watch.
Insight.
Yeah, it's to tell someone's like what's their intentions, if they're telling the truth.
If he rolls bad, I'll do an insight too.
You guys can all roll insight if you wish.
There it goes.
This guy saved my life. I don't actually have any
12.
problem.
I don't have any problems either.
So what you guys notice is that this guy seems to be so nice on like a saint level. Like he is so nice
But that's suspicious.
that he healed you.
People aren't like that. Just like
Tyler
for
has
no
trust
reason.
problems.
I do. Isn't my character has trust problems.
trust problems.
Well,
He
you
has
see-
trouble trusting people.
He was slaved by the Goblin Federation,
Yeah.
the mining corporation.
Fair
Uh-huh.
enough. Well, you guys follow Lester, and Lester takes you guys back to the abandoned village you first came to. But then you notice.
Oh, even more suspicious.
But then you notice that he takes you guys to this, with the sign that's now broken down that says orphanage on it. And he takes you
He's
there.
gonna kill us.
And you notice there's these wards and these glyphs all over the boundary of the orphanage, and no creature besides those we're let in
Ooh.
are allowed into this place.
My trust went up just a little bit.
Okay, you have a question,
Still
Dakaria?
suspicious.
Can you repeat what are we seeing? Signs?
So you saw a sign that said orphanage,
Uh-huh.
and you notice there's these little, I'll describe it as you have like these little wooden posts that are all around this orphanage with what are called glyphs, which is like written magical letters.
Okay.
Which then
That's what I was missing.
put up this magical barrier, which seems to keep all monsters from getting inside.
Cool.
You
And
notice there's some
angels.
dead bodies around, dead monster bodies around this orphanage.
Wait, can I ask?
Dude, that's an awesome name for a band. Like a heavy metal band.
Dead
We're
monster
dead
bodies.
monster bodies.
That's a good. So, what did you want to ask?
Well, I want to ask if he can teach us magic. Can I ask that of him?
You can ask. Do you want to ask that?
I do want to ask.
I want to ask a random stranger who just saved your life. Hey, can you send me magic?
Well, because he is very knowledgeable, and I want to know if he can.
Well, I can show you a little bit, but the thing is, because you're a sorcerer, you sort of just.
Well, any of us.
That's true, but you sort of just pick up magic. I could try to teach you guys some more spells, but that's about it. If you guys don't have the mental capacity to handle it right now,
Wow.
what I mean is
Fuck
you
you.
can't memorize them simply because you know too many spells already.
I don't though.
Well-
Okay.
As you get more and more experience, you'll find that you're able to memorize more.
Okay.
But until that time, it may not be able to grant your wishes.
Okay.
But anyways, let's go inside. The children are waiting.
The children?
This is an orphanage.
They're waiting for what?
Dinner.
Oh, okay, let's go eat.
Oh!
Why are you screaming?
Because you're gonna eat us.
You said dinner.
No,
and we're
I'm
like-
sorry. I'm sorry. I meant the stew that I left cooking.
You're gonna put us in a stew?
No, the stews. We're eating beef stew.
I'm a vegetarian.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss. But I guess you can have some warm water.
You got any bread?
Maybe.
Cool, I like bread.
We have to see what's in the kitchen. I don't have many people who reject my cooking too often.
God, you've hurt
I
his
would
feelings.
eat your beef stew. Thank you very much.
Alright, so you guys all go into this mess hall, and you see there's about 10 children.
Are they cute?
No,
Where
they're all ugly.
Obviously,
What are their ages?
and
So-
what are they?
One question at a time, please.
What
So-
race?
That's what
And
her question
species.
was.
That's what I was asking.
That's
what
what
are
she said
they?
by what are they?
They're
But
getting old enough to go adventuring with us.
We're gonna take this whole mob of children with this.
So, you guys oh, that sounds so bad. I have to do so many voices. I'm just going to kill off a lot.
Chris!
Well, obviously it's an orphanage, and Lester is not going to let us take the kids with us adventuring.
We
Yes, you have
attack-
to adopt them.
We attacked this monster with our horde of children.
So, you all know that the children rank from ages about 6 to roughly 10. The oldest of the
They're all
bunch is
so
about
great.
10. And the oldest seems to come up to you guys and goes like, Lester, who are these assholes?
Okay, rude. They need to teach manners.
Okay,
Lester
so
slaps him on the back of it and goes like, Scott, where's your fucking manners, okay?
Oh, well, that's where he learns it. That's where he learns it.
You be respectful to guests. I'm sorry, he's the brightest mind we have here, but he has a way with his tongue, so to speak.
Okay, so I say, what's up, Scott? These assholes are Phillip, Dakaria, and Steve.
Scott respects the way you say this. Then he goes, so can we eat now? Like, you just left in a hurry. We're starving. And Lester goes to serve up bowls of stew for everybody.
What kind of bowls?
They're wooden bowls.
Okay.
You have, like, these wooden tables that could fit big groups of children. And there's room for adults as well. But the bowls seem to be decent size to give you a good meal. And you also hear the thunder still going outside, and he noticed that as you guys fully walk in, Lester bolts the door shut.
Cool.
Kind of weird, but okay. I get it. There's monsters and stuff.
Yeah, so let's go eat.
Cool.
Looks good.
So you guys go eat,
We eat the stew.
and then do you guys want to take a long rest?
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Chaz Smith, voice of your half-elf fighter and your favorite guy. So I'm going to let you in on this thing that we're doing. So we got a Twitter account for Dungeon Tales, and just want to let you know that if you tweet hashtag a Dungeon Tale to your friends or to whoever you tweet to, then you will help us get more listeners on the show. But you know what you'll also do is you'll win a chance to get one of the non-playable characters to be named after you. That's right. So any of the characters that Chris will be the voice of, or any characters he imagines of or even mentions, you know, that could be your name in there. Get that name drop, son. I think that's how you use that term. Anyways, so please get out there, tweet out the show, and tell your friends and family, the guy down at the street, and help us out. See you next time. Next up, we're in for a real treat. So, I want to recommend to you this podcast that I think you're just absolutely going to love. It's interesting for one thing. This podcast is called Horror Frenzy, and it's made by two 8th graders, Devin and Charlie. And of course, because they're 8th graders, it's a PG-13 podcast. And they're going to be reading and reviewing creepypastas and horror stories. And, you know, I think it's just a perfect opportunity to get the 8th grade viewpoint on what horror stories are, you know? Plus, they're kids starting a new business venture here. You should definitely help support them out. Anyways, give it a try. It's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast apps. So thank you for supporting us, and please go and support them too. Hey, it's Chaz again, and I just want to let you know that our episodes are going to be weekly. So, if you're looking for when am I going to get to listen to Dungeon Tales again, well, I got your answer right here. I upload the new episodes on midnight on Friday. So yes, technically it is Saturday. So you can listen to it on Saturday, or if you're really eager to listen to it, Friday night comes out midnight and you can spend your wee hours that way. Now, there's another thing I want to let you in on. So we've got a Twitter page, Instagram, and we've got Facebook, all right? So on Facebook, you just search for the page that's Dungeon Tales. Twitter, it's at Dungeon Tales 4. Instagram, same thing, at Dungeon Tales 4. So that's easy, right? So, any way that you help us out in spreading the word, and we're going to help you, be part of our story. Because you're supporting us, and we definitely want to flow some power to you guys. So, if you can't, donate or help us any way monetarily, that's completely fine. But I would just ask, if you really like the show, to share it with your friends. Or even if you don't like the show, if you know someone else that would like it, share it with them. And that'd be so helpful. Now, on top of all that, we also have this new thing on item submissions that we're doing. So, if you want to get an item of your own creation into the show, then all you got to do is write item submission in the subject line and email it to dungeontales4@gmail.com. And we will definitely hear what your submission is, and then we'll have Chris put it into the show somehow. I'm going to leave that up to him, but we're definitely looking to get some of those crazy and wild items that you have there. Now, don't try and make them too broken or too godlike, because we don't want it to be too easy. All right, I think that's it for now. See you next time. Now with the ads. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It's actually pretty cool. They got transitions in there for you. They've got, different background musics you can put in. There's a lot to play with. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Oh, y'all level up, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
To third?
Yeah, to 3rd level.
Yeah, after that
We're
fucking
level
monster.
3.
We're actually leveling up at an okay rate.
Yeah, he's putting us through a lot of trauma, so we level up quickly.
So you all had a peaceful slumber, and you were doing fine. Lester decides to try to teach you all how the basics of magic works, since you guys seem to need some help with this.
All of us?
All of you guys.
Yay!
And so while doing so, Dakaria, you learn a few more spells.
Uh-huh.
And Steve figures out how to use the basic of magic, and so he can incorporate that with his fighting. And Phillip, you learn a few more spells, and you realize that you can have someone companion with you as you continue
I
with
didn't
this.
learn any new spells.
You didn't learn any new spells?
Oh.
Oh, well, go to manage spells. You should learn more spells. So Lester teaches the basic of leveling up with spells. This is how magic works, everybody. Lester convinced you guys to stay another day to just help out with the orphanage and help out around, and just so you can keep learning and practicing magic.
Okay, so Lester taught me animal friendship.
Nice. What does animal friendship do?
Makes you be friends with him.
Well, don't hit cast.
The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can affect one additional beast for each slot above the first.
What did it say? What did it say about wisdom again?
If its intelligence is under 4, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
Okay.
So, but if its intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell automatically fails.
Okay, cool. Alright, so, as you guys are still getting
And
acquainted...
it has a range of 30 feet.
Good. So, Lester tells you all, he's like, since you guys are staying for a little bit longer, I'd like for you guys to help out with chores around this orphanage. So, Dakaria, if you could help out with the dishes. Steve, if you could help with caring to the children and just taking care of them. And Philip, if you could be on guard duty and just watch the perimeter.
Do it.
Sure,
I'll
Lester.
guard it.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
Alright, good. And then, Philip, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
19.
Okay. So while you're on guard duty, you notice this medium-sized dog. And it looks kind of like a beagle, but it's a little bit more brown on its face and more of a white body. But it looks bigger than most beagles. Did you want to do anything?
Yeah, I want to coax it to come to me.
Coax it to come to
Be
you?
like, come here, doggy.
Okay.
Maybe
Roll a d20.
maybe like take one of the meats out of the rations and like wave it
Okay.
or something.
So, yeah, roll animal handling, actually.
14.
Cool. So you succeed, and
Yes.
the dog comes closer to you. It seems a little bit wary of you at first because it has trust issues.
Just like me.
And but he sees that you're just giving him meat, and he accepts the meat gracefully.
Cool.
All right.
I pet him.
So you pet him, and he seems to be becoming more and more closer to you.
Cool.
And yeah.
I'm
And-
gonna name him Phillip.
You're gonna name your dog
No.
Philip Buslayer the Third.
No, I was just joking.
Alright. But you notice that he can't seem to come through the barrier.
Does that mean he's a monster?
Maybe. But you notice that he can't come through the barrier, but you were able to give him the meat, like by putting your hand through the barrier and giving it to him. And he seems to be friendly.
Can you do a perception check?
Sure.
Do you want to do a perception check? Wait,
What?
didn't he already do a perception check?
No. He just did animal handling. He saw it as a dog-like thing and then call it over.
Hmm.
Do you want to do a perception check or no?
What does Philip do?
So while he's doing this, we'll move over to Steve. So Steve, you have to deal with keeping the children entertained. And a lot of the children just want to mess with your sword.
Yeah, so I don't let them do that, obviously. But one of the things that Lester had just taught me
Is sleep.
was charm person.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright? I think that usually only works on one
You
person.
want to try using it on the horde of children?
I was going to try all of it. All the children, yeah.
Okay, roll.
Okay.
You have to hit roll.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, actually, no. It just says wisdom. So they have to do a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Yep.
So, alright. So the children roll, and most of them fail the roll. One of them succeeds, though.
It's a Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scott succeeds. But
Scott's
he's
my
still
man.
very fascinated. He goes like, hey, can I see your sword?
I go, well, buddy, you can't see my sword because I have to teach you how to use it first.
Well, then can you teach me how to fight?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Do you
As
have,
long
like-
as Lester says it's all right.
Lester's like, yeah, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
He's
that's
old
good.
enough. He's a boy. He can do what he wants.
All right, so I give him my great sword because I know it's very heavy.
Scott tries to hold it and it just drops from his hands.
I go, your first task
And he takes
is...
3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And I tell him, your first task is just to be able to hold that up for an hour straight.
Do you have like a dagger or something I can start with?
Well, you see, part of this is actually building up strength.
Yeah, but you're giving me like a 30-pound sword to a 10-year-old?
Okay, well, I don't have a dagger, but...
Lies.
You hear from the kitchen?
I'm pretty sure I don't have a dagger. But, let's see what I do have.
You don't have a dagger?
I don't have a dagger.
Really?
Gabby, I do not have a dagger.
Okay. Do you want to see if anyone else from your party has a dagger they're willing to let the kid play with?
No, man.
I have short swords.
I think you also have daggers.
I thought,
I mean, you're looking
Steve.
under equipment, right?
I am.
It seems like a ranger would have daggers.
Okay. So I go, well, I tell you what, I don't have a dagger, but we could go for something maybe a little lighter, but not too much. And I say, why don't we go over to... Wait, now, just to get a sense of
have
the
daggers.
space, is there like a safe shooting grounds nearby?
What's a shooting ground?
Like a shooting range.
Like, I mean, something that we can shoot at.
Like to like shoot your crossbow?
Yeah.
Well, you could go like behind the orphanage.
Behind the orphanage. Okay, so we go behind the orphanage. Sure, but it's still within the protected spell.
Yeah.
Good. So I lead the children behind the orphanage.
All
Right.
the children.
I guess, because it's my job to take care of them, right?
What's
Wait,
Lester
what did
doing?
you
He's
do?
just like sitting
Hmm?
there
What did you do?
watching.
I said I was leading the children.
He's working on
I-
a new hit
I mean-
single.
I figured that they all want to see, right? But I'm only going to let Scott practice.
Okay.
And I give Scott my crossbow, and I go, what do we see out there?
So you see a whole bunch of trees. You see the pickets where the glyphs are, and you see a whole bunch of grass. You don't really see like any monsters or things.
Okay. Well, I go, all right, you see that closest tree there? I hand him the crossbow, and I go, okay, so this is how you load the bolt. I give him one bolt and show it, and I put it into his hand, and this is the trigger right there. So, and I sort of get behind him and show him how he should aim. It's like, and you can look down the sights here, and you can see, all right, you see that tree? All right? Good. Exactly. And so now you're just going to click that trigger. So why don't you go ahead and click it and see where that bolt goes.
Alright, okay. So Scott takes it, he points it, and he shoots, and he misses the tree, and nothing else happens.
Okay, well that's fine. Here, I give him another bolt. I go, why don't you try again?
Okay.
And I go, now when you're aiming this, it's a little tricky because you sort of got to think of the distance that the bolt is traveling also. So you want to aim it sort of a little up, and you got to think with the wind, so maybe a little bit to the side also.
Oh, okay. So then you see he turns and he points it towards one of the children.
No, not that much, just like a little bit. Still point towards that tree.
Oh, I got it. Okay. So you continue to do this, and then we'll head over to Dakaria, who you're just doing the
I'm
dishes.
just doing dishes.
And dishes
What-
are fine.
Nothing can
But you
happen.
notice that Lester also has more magic books that you can take a look at. So
Do I finish the dishes and then
you're
go look?
done with the dishes. You can do what
Okay.
you want.
I'll look at the book.
So then, Philip, you're still with this dog. Do you want to do a perception check, or are you fine with just feeding and petting this?
I guess I'll do a perception check. Because I'm curious why it won't come in. The magical barrier.
Well, it's not that it won't, it can't.
Okay, well, I'm curious why it can't.
Oh, okay. So,
19.
you got a 19. So, you realize this type of dog seems to have some sort of, like, spectral thing with it. It doesn't seem like it's dead, but it doesn't seem like it's fully physical.
What?
And you notice the other thing is that he's the cutest, fluffiest boy you've ever seen. And there's not much else you can tell at this point.
Okay.
So do you wish to continue to befriend this dog, or what do you want to do?
Yes, I scooped like a... What am I doing? I'm like kneeling?
Sure.
I guess. Okay, so I kind of like move, so I'm like sitting outside the border,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then I'm like petting the doggy.
Okay, cool. And so you continue to do so. You continue training with the children, and you study some more magical books. And nightfall begins to fall. Lester cooks you guys some more dinner, and you guys all go to bed again.
Okay, cool.
And everything seems to be going fine. Everything seems to be blissful. You've now befriended the dog, by the way. It's been enough time, so he's...
But he can't come into the orphanage where
He
I
can't.
have to go to sleep.
It's true. But
So
you...
he sits outside. I make him a little like bed out of like leaves and straw and stuff like that. And he just like sleeps there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And after the children go to sleep, I find one of these books on Lester's shelf, and it actually goes over a ritual that fighters can do to bond with their weapons, which will make it so they can never disappear from me unless I become unconscious, and I can also summon it into my hand. So I see that it takes an hour, and I decide that, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and do that with my crossbow right now.
Okay, and then do you guys go to sleep after all this?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I have one other thing.
Yeah.
While Steve is doing his bonding ritual with his crossbow.
Play some Barry White and...
I find a sheet, like a little sheet of scrap leather,
Mm-hmm.
and I ask Lester if I can have it. And he says, "Yeah, go for it."
I mean, I can speak for Lester.
Okay, I find this piece of scrap leather. Hey, Lester, can I have this?
I mean, what are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna make a collar for my doggy.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So I make a collar for my doggy out of the leather.
Alright, cool.
Well, I say thank you to Lester.
Lester's like, rude son of a... But anyway, so you guys all go to bed. Everything seems fine until you all wake up in the middle of the night to a horrible noise. And that's it this week for Dungeon Tales. So,
Doggy.
catch us next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.